Internet Radio Land. Welcome to Honey Radio. This is episode number 20, and I am the head honey cat, and I am here tonight with two lovely ladies. I am, for one of the first times on our Horror Honey Radio, I am Rose, our zombie honey, and we are also here with...
Kaley, gamer honey.
Yeah, and the reason we are all here together is to celebrate our actual collective nerdiness, which is quite wonderful, because we are at FAN EXPO Vancouver all weekend. And it's only day 2, but we had to get this podcast recorded and done to legitimize our media passes.
And while we're still awake and functional.
Yes. Oh my god.
Able to talk, mostly.
Conventions are exhausting. They're super
really
exhausting.
They scramble your brain a little bit. They're fantastic, and really, they energize me until they're done, and then I walk out and face plant on the concrete, which is fantastic.
And they're even worse when you're in 4-inch heels.
I know, you're so brave today. So, we're just going to recap what we did yesterday. So yesterday was day 1. I had to come late, but Rose was there early, which is great. Now, do you want to tell us what you got to experience when you were there first yesterday?
Sure, yeah. I mean, early is... The con only started at, technically 4. We got in at 3 because we're media and special. I know, it's fantastic.
Special!
But yes, we got to go in. It's in the new convention center, which is really, really pretty, but also kind of weird, and I'm not sure how I feel about it yet.
Yeah, I know.
It's very odd.
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but obviously you walk in, cosplayers weren't out in full force until today, but there were still the hardcores that are costume changing constantly were there. And and yeah, I got to sort of wander around, get myself oriented. There wasn't a whole lot panel-wise going on. Same thing, and then you girls came and met for a fantastic Q&A.
Mm-hmm. Now, I missed most of the Q&A, but you guys got to see most of it.
I got to see all of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
We were there.
Now, who was that Q&A with?
Robert Englund.
England.
I'm from Alabama. Okay. It's
Yes.
a little different.
The darling Robert Englund, Freddie himself, had a wonderful Q&A, and yeah, I missed all of it.
The most amazing voice.
Doesn't he?
He just, I was sitting there getting like little tingles, like hair standing up on the back of my neck, just like, oh my god. I could listen to you say anything, and I would just be so relaxed. This is amazing.
He's fabulous.
And he's super sweet, too. Just telling really cute stories and really nice. Maybe it's just the voice. Seriously, he could say anything. He could be like, I hate you all, I hate cons, I don't like what I do, I just want your money, and I'd be sitting there with my chin on my hands going,
Love you. Love you.
And of course he talked about zombie strippers, which is one of my favorite movies ever. So I was super excited, and the first question that he got asked about was about zombie strippers, and what it was like working and why he chose to do that, and he gave one of the most awesome answers for a horror actor, which was that, you gotta take a look at your career and decide whether you're going to roll with it or whether you're going to fight it. And he was like, I decided to roll with it and just do the horror, do the paycheck stuff, do the other stuff. I don't want to, go broke picking only the very best of the best. You know what? It was a whole lot of fun. And he did a whole thing about not being pretentious and not trying to pull something off as a thriller or a thriller drama or a crime drama because you're too good for horror. He was like, nope, I do horror. Horror's awesome.
Yay!
Like, so are you, Robert.
Yay! Yay! Okay, so yesterday we did a lot of get-oriented stuff, figure out where shit was, check out Artist Alley, took a whole bunch of photos, and it was nice to go around yesterday when there weren't that many people there.
Yes. Especially to figure out where things were, and manage to get sort of the Rue Morgue area is right next to the big signing area, so today it was just absolutely packed with people lining up for autographs, and then everyone in the line that was in cosplay was getting pulled out to have photos taken. Yeah. And it was much more crowded and crazy, and it was nice to get really oriented and figure out where everything was so that we knew what we were doing today.
Yes, I agree. So yesterday when we were wandering around, Rose had to leave for work, But she did her work
Boo
early, so that's
work.
okay. Oh, whatever. Work is work. So when Kaley and I were wandering around, we got a few cards. We were mostly in Artist Alley, and we grabbed a few cards, a couple of notables. Chris Chisholm does some beautiful, beautiful dead girls, some zombie pinups.
Oh, yes. That one caught my attention. I think the noise that I made, he quite enjoyed. Because he said, yes, that's what I'm looking for in my art. And gorgeous, gorgeous dead girls.
Absolutely. And we like our girls pretty and dead. And then our next stop was at My Pet Skeleton, which is Vincent Marconi. And not only did he give us a card and let us look at his stuff, he also gave us a CD. So we got this lovely CD to listen to, which he did the cover artwork for, and I fucking love it. It's like a beautiful girl in a ball gown with a deer skull with these giant horns on it.
Yeah.
I love it. And
It's
jellyfish.
gorgeous.
And jellyfish. I love it. So Johnny
Raining
Hollow.
jellyfish.
Raining jellyfish floating. I love
It's like snow, but it stings.
I know. I want that tattooed on me.
You want to hold out your tongue and let it fall, you know?
I would totally dance in the jellyfish rain.
Oh, gosh.
Charlie Brown it, but it really doesn't work well for you. Never worked out well for him either.
So Kaley and I listened to this morning as we were getting ready, and it's quite lovely.
It's beautiful.
It's all
I
cello
love it.
based.
Yeah, the
Oh,
cellos are
that's
gorgeous.
nice.
Yeah, so it's quite lovely. I'm glad that he gave it to us, and I think we will say favorable things about it. It's always a funny line when people hand you CDs, and it's like,
Yeah, it's
hope
like
it doesn't suck.
It's like I'm in a band and it's really good. It's like okay, yes,
Yes, okay.
But no,
Breaks
it
you
was
in.
no, it's very good.
Yeah,
It's
it's all
gorgeous art. His art
dark
is
and moody,
really-
very like gothic-y kind of.
Yeah, it instantly
Pretty gothic.
was kind of reminded of like Rasputina
Yeah.
with the cellos.
Mhm.
I love that band, so instantly I was all about it. So
Yeah. So that
Well,
was,
you know, my cello's goth stuff is always Apocalyptica.
yeah,
Love them. Saw them live. So good. Anyway.
Tangents. Tangents. All the tangents. So we spent a lot of time in Artist Alley, and you met... Oh, that was today. That was today. Okay. So let's move on to today. So we got up kind of late this morning, but that's okay because we're really here for horror things. So we're coming a little bit later in the day, catching Q&As, all that kind of fun stuff, as well as doing our own little nerdy things on the side. So Rose, you were in cosplay today.
I was, yes. Myself and the man creature. You may recognize the name from the tweets. He does have an actual name.
No, he doesn't.
No. I keep him chained in my theoretical attic. No.
Well, it's like
We did.
I have Horror Hubby. He doesn't have a name.
No names.
Titles.
No names. Yes, the man creature and I dressed up in one of our favorite anime, which is Bleach. If you don't know it, you should check it out when you have a spare year or so, because there's 366 episodes of anime, and then it continues
God.
in the manga. And but it's fantastic. It's so worth it. So he was as Ichigo, which is the main character, and I went as Lady Yoruichi, which you may have... I've been tweeting about for a little while, tweeting some photos of her and tweeting at 4 a.m. when I'm drunk and sewing on shoulder pads. And I tweeted a picture of the two of us a little bit earlier, so if you're not on my Twitter, get your ass on there and see what I look like. It's exciting stuff.
We'll give out all our Twitter handles at the end, so you have to wait until then. Other stuff that happened today, Kaley and I stood in a very short line and got to meet Robert Englund this afternoon.
yes. And why? I guess maybe he had been there for a while.
I think so.
I think a lot of people did their signings with him yesterday.
Right after the
was
Q&A.
sort of his day, and it was
Yeah.
the Q&A, and it was all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. What a lovely man.
Yes.
He was lovely.
The minute, yes.
The minute he opened his mouth, we were just like,
Yes, because you brought him gifts.
yes, I brought him a present.
And he was so excited.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he was just
It
like,
totally threw me off. He was
Yes!
so cute and excited, and I brought him one of our promo photos, which features Horror Hubby in a Freddy sweater and hat with a glove, tormenting a pretty lady in my bed, as Rose and I grade the kill.
Giggity.
Giggity. So we gave him a print of that and a bunch of stickers and a little card, and he was just so fucking excited.
He was.
It was adorable.
And he sat there and he chatted with us a bit.
Yeah. It was great.
He's just a really pleasant man. And one of the things I liked yesterday was one of the Friday favorites was I don't know if we've actually posted that one yet.
Spoilers
alert! Is favorite horror based on actual events. Have we posted that one yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay.
No.
It's upcoming.
Oh no!
But yes.
Well,
Freddy is one of those.
I'm the one that chose Freddy on why Wes Craven decided to do Freddy Krueger, and the first thing he talked about in the Q&A was about that, and I just loved that he was so interested in it, because I'm very interested in it, and it was just very... And he was talking about the makeup in the photos, and he knew names from so long ago.
Yeah, he knew all the makeup artists, which is great.
That is fantastic.
I know. Well, one of them is a friend of mine, and he was like, oh, yeah, I remember her, and I was like,
He's very, very pleasant.
Yeah, he was lovely.
Yes.
Put him in my pocket, take him home.
I'm very sorry that I cannot pronounce his name. I'm so southern.
I'm sure that he's more than used to that.
I'm sure. I'm totally sure.
And if he minded, he would have changed it.
Exactly. Exactly. So, sadly, that was like the first and last of all of my money to spend this weekend. Was on that photo, but I got a really beautiful photo from the first Friday the 13th, and it's an outtake screen, like for the cut clapper. What the fuck is that thing called? The board? The scene board?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
Clapper board?
Yeah, thank you.
The
That's the thing. The thing that goes snap, and then they say mark. I don't know. I don't make movies.
And white and blackboardy thing, I don't know, chalk thing.
Yeah, chalk thing, write the scene on it. Yeah, let's go. And he wrote, what did he write on it? Something about skinning a cat.
Ever play Skin the Cat?
Yeah.
Sounds like a proposition.
It was cute. I blushed.
You blush?
Yeah. I did.
I've never seen you blush.
Really?
I think it takes
years.
a truly masterful man of horror to make her blush.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. It makes my little black heart go pit-a-pat. He was so cute. And just so dapper. And I wanted to tell him he was the best thing about Wishmaster, but then I didn't.
We didn't have to talk about Wishmaster.
I know. Bleh, bleh, bleh. Okay, so while that was going on, Rose went in a authors panel.
Yes, they did a panel for published authors, which is a really, really wide title.
It is. As we will know.
Yes, and they also apparently didn't give the panel much direction, so they just sort of went off on one and chatted about stuff, which went really well. Surprisingly well for having no direction. I was taking notes on how to do my own panel moderation from the guy, like, I don't know what we're doing, so let's do this, and then this, and now we have a panel. I was like, you're good. Four different authors, different styles of writing as well. A woman who writes historical fiction and fantasy. A guy...
My mom calls her romance novels historical fiction. I think it's really funny.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not saying names, by the way, because I have to get their business cards tomorrow to make sure that I'm pronouncing them correctly. So look out for them in my review of Fan Expo article, where I will have links and all their correct names.
Yes.
A guy who writes under 4 different pen names, because...
Wow.
Excellent reason, too, because whenever he couldn't get something published when he was getting started, because it wasn't the genre that he'd been writing in, or no one liked it, he would write it under a different pen name, send it off again, keep going. It was like, persistence is a great thing, just screw it, but put it under a different name, different title, send it off again. And so he's writing under a collection of different pen names, and he wrote for CSI for a little while, and he writes he wrote a zombie book, he's written for CSI, he's written for a bunch of different stuff. He was the one moderating. We also had a fantastic guy named Matt, this name I do remember, who writes for Choose-O-Matic, which is basically a reboot of the old Choose Your Own Adventure books, which I loved.
Love those.
They were so
we
much
have a
fun.
giant stack of them in the bedroom.
Especially the Goosebumps.
Too.
Yeah.
I remember when I was about 7, the class a couple years above me in school, in my teeny tiny school of 16 people from kindergarten to grade 12, was doing... It was great. Grow up in the jungle, kids. It's fun. One of the older classes was writing stories, and so were we, and they got to write Choose Your Own Adventures, and I got super excited, and so my teacher was like, all right, I think you're capable of this, and sent me up to do my English classes with the big kids so that I could write a Choose Your Own Adventure, and I'm pretty sure that I still have my original 7-year-old Choose Your Own Adventure story somewhere. So I love Choose Your Own Adventure. It's one of my favorite styles. I think it's sort of one of the things, pre my D&D enjoyment, because that's essentially a big active Choose Your Own Adventure.
Yeah, kind of.
And so, yeah, really stoked to see a guy redoing it. And he also has one that is about a pink bunny in the zombie apocalypse. And I am totally going to find a way to get a copy of that. So look out for that, because I'm so excited. And another guy who is a screenwriter. So super fun, whole audience of people who are writers or aspiring writers. And really good back and forth in the panel. Lots of funny bits. I've got loads of quotes written down. I'm probably going to waffle at length in my article about this, because it was really, really good. As a writer, it was amazing. As is my other writerly thing today. Because I got to meet, when you were, just after Kat and Kaley were off meeting the lovely Robert, I got to go and meet a lovely man named Peter S. Beagle, who wrote The Last Unicorn, which is my favorite book. And I collect stuff for it. Film cells and books and DVDs, and I'm getting tattoos based on it. Mm-hmm. And I got to meet the man himself. And it was a moment as a writer. I don't know who your sort of childhood inspiration was as a writer, as an author. I don't even know. And yeah, for me that is probably my number one. So as a writer, being able to meet my big inspiration was like sweet moment.
So cute. And you know what? The Last Unicorn is kind of fucking scary. At least I remember being scared by it.
We were, when I was
and your
talking
friend
him,
Ryan was like, fuck
Alex.
yeah, Alex. Sorry.
Yeah.
He was like, fuck man, I'm so scared of that.
He refused to watch it because it's scary. Mm-hmm. I'm like, no. But it is actually, it's a very fucked up movie.
It is.
It's very kind of emo and fucked up and kind of dark and kind of horror-y. And I just, like, I love, and the guy...
Plus unicorns.
Well, I told the author, Peter S. Beagle, that I wrote about zombies and gave him stickers and stuff. And his sort of aide, he had a couple of assistants, because he had a big setup, actually.
Yeah, he did.
And one of his assistants was like, well, it's kind of a zombie, because, the prince comes back to life at the end. I'm like, you're really pushing it. Love of your life brought back by unicorn magic. I'm going to call that not zombie. I'm going to call this magical
What would
undead.
you even classify that as a zombie?
I don't, like, it's just like being really healed by magical means,
Well, yeah.
Because it's not even brought back to life after a long time. It's like, you're dead 10 minutes later. I love you so much that you're revived. It's like Beauty and the Beast calling
That's
the Beast
not
a
zombie.
No. It's like, I'm
Mm.
aware that you're really trying to reach me on a personal level here, but we're good. You've got that.
But no, it's fine.
Don't try to make this about zombies.
It's fine.
Dude.
Don't make it awkward.
don't make it weird.
And then you also went to Anime Win, Lose, or Draw today?
Yes, which is essentially a bunch of anime nerds in cosplay playing Pictionary on a big screen, which is so much fun. And if that doesn't sound like fun to you, we can't be friends.
There you have it.
And when I was doing that, these two ladies were doing something more exciting.
Well, she was doing that. Kaley and I were harassing the press booth to try and get some interviews because that's why we're fucking here.
There's really just us sitting on the floor saying, hell no, we won't go.
Yeah, exactly. We just didn't leave and just kept staring at the booth like, what's up, bitches? So, yeah, what? So we got about 15 minutes to prepare for an interview with the Twisted Twins,
Yes.
Jen and Sylvia Soska. And they were also joined by Tristan Risk, which was excellent because I love me some Tristan.
She's so just adorable. She's just like, I've got porn on eFlux. I may have seen the website before, and I may know that it's not actually on there, but...
She's adorable. She does some fantastic stage performances, too. Her burlesque work is beautiful.
Yeah, she's
Rose
performing
and I
tonight.
are actually going to go see her tonight.
Yeah, she's performing twice tonight at the official fan.
It's not the official after
It's not
party.
the official.
What?
The official is a $50 ticket because there may be some of the celebrity guests there.
Oh, bullshit.
But you're not allowed to ask for autographs, which made me kind of go... if I wanted to pay $50 for the possibility of seeing someone and not getting an autograph, I can pay $50 to go and get their fucking autograph.
Exactly. And that's a guarantee.
Like, are you kidding me?
Although getting drunk with Bruce Campbell would be rad.
That would be.
But
Although,
I doubt that he'll be there. He's kind of getting up there, you know? I don't think he's going to come and fucking drink the night away in a hotel bar.
If his favorite hashtag is lollygagging, I highly doubt he's going to be hashtagging like drunk as fuck or something.
Maybe Tom Felton will be there being drunk and depressed.
Emo Felton.
Oh, yeah. He's not happy being there. And you know what? It's just with all the harassment from the Facebook and stuff.
From the fickle fans. For those of you unaware, he was meant to appear for the past couple years, and other things came up, as they do when you're a working actor. And so he turned up this year, and everyone has been a total cunt about it.
Yeah.
So
it's awful.
Poor guy.
So he's kind of miserable, and I want to go up and pet him a little bit.
I know. We should just go snuggle and be like, no, we're not going to pay you. Just take the snuggles.
But I'm not going to charge you either. So.
Yeah. It's a win-win.
But yeah, we'll see Miss Risk tonight. And we saw her this afternoon with this Twisted Twins.
Yes. So that was a fun little interview. They talked to us about being women in the horror world and what it takes to get noticed. And I mean, it's something that it comes up a lot for us, but you just have to do it harder and do it better and do it more to get half the recognition.
Which I think is also accurate for these days anyone trying to get into any business because everything horror is so saturated.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they were saying the same thing in the authors panel as well. Like, how do you get your book noticed? And do it better, do it harder, market yourself as aggressively as you can.
Exactly. And that's what it takes.
Yeah.
There are also there are other.
Frankly, the boobs might help.
Well, exactly. And the other option they came up with was there's a story going around that they stole a severed penis from True Blood, which apparently is not true. But Masters Effects is putting out this little tee-hee, the Twisted Twins stole a dick, tee-hee. So
hey, that's a great way to get publicity.
I know. So Sylvia's solution.
Maybe we should go steal a dick.
I know, right? So Sylvia's solution to these things, like going to the meetings where obviously they're looking for a male director, just bring the severed cock and just slam it down on the desk. What they call it, dick drop.
Yes.
And then you get the script, I guess.
Yeah.
I think that's a perfect idea. I think we should do that.
Walk around with dildos. That'll be interesting. Crossing the border with a bag full of rubber,
with a bag of dicks,
severed dicks.
There you go.
What do you need these for? Getting into places, getting interviews,
telling people to eat a bag of dicks with the most accurate props ever.
I'd just love to smack someone in the face with one.
There you go.
Oh my god. Okay. So earlier today, actually, there was a Q&A that we wanted to go to, but we didn't get into.
No.
John Delancey.
Oh, that line.
Dear John Delancey. Had a Q&A.
Oh, the bronies
today.
ruined him
God.
for us.
See, and I find this very horrific, so that's why it's on our horror podcast.
I find it funnier because I actually watched, don't kill me here, I have a soft spot for the ponies. I always have.
You have them tattooed on yourself.
But I'm allowed. For the record, I had the tattoo done before the new animated series came out.
Yes. So you have the actual,
oh my god,
ponies.
I'm a hipster pony. I'm a hipster brony. Oh my god, that's even worse.
You're a hipster
I'm
Pegasus.
gonna go and, no, I'm gonna pull one of your swords off the wall in a second. No, but I do like them, so I watched a documentary on Netflix one night that was about the brony phenomenon.
I watched that one too.
And there's a bit with John Delancey saying that he took it as random voice work because he was just like, hey, pays the bills. He hasn't been Q for some time.
Exactly.
And then it exploded, and now he's this massive star, and he does the BronyCon. And the cute thing about it is he's really thrilled. He's grateful about it. He's like, this is awesome. And, he could be really arrogant and, really, the way a lot of people super look down on
ponies.
Like
we do.
Yeah. So does the man creature. I just, I soft spot them. And anything that gets a bunch of people together to be like, we should all be friends, I'm kind of in favor of that, except for the KKK. That's
I think
and the Man Boy Love Association.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think where it starts getting a little strange is when you find the toy ponies with the fleshlights put into them. And
That level,
Yeah.
the place where furries, where furries
Oh,
and
sweetheart,
bronies meet.
we're gonna show you the internet, okay?
Yes, furries and bronies meet. There's like brony furries, big life-size people in furry costumes,
I'm gonna show
dry
you
humping in
this
rooms.
one guy of like he created an S&M area for his little pony. I don't remember which one, but it's like this little. He chains up his little doll and that face. Oh yes, we're going to show you the internet when we leave. Yes. That's why I was not wanting to go in that area, because every time I see a large group,
I sort of feel like those bronies tend to have their own little places to go. don't come out. Well, that was missed out of the documentary, my dear Kat. I don't think that was Netflix appropriate.
They wanted to keep it positive, and about these kids with autism overcoming their fears.
They didn't want it to be
so
about creepy men banging ponies.
No, or butt plug tails and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yes, that just came out. A whole line of those.
Specific My Little Pony tail butt.
I just saw them the other day. I was on Reddit and they came up.
Oh, Reddit.
Reddit.
On a side note, did we see the Reddit cosplays? There were a couple there was the No One Knows You're a Horse on the Internet with the horse mask.
I don't think that's Reddit.
That's on Reddit all the time. It's
fuck.
Yeah, and then there was the recent one, the past week, there's been the Cosplay for Beginners on Reddit that is one of the characters from Mortal Kombat, whose name escapes me, that is, you make a ninja t-shirt, and then you put a pair of jeans over your shoulder and put a belt, and you're done. I saw one of those walking around.
That's amazing!
And I was just like, sup, Reddit? And he's like...
Oh my god.
Yes.
So he was Sub-Zero, but with denim.
Yes, he was Reddit Sub-Zero. It was, thank you for the name there.
You're welcome. That's where my nerd sits.
Yeah.
Things that
that's where you guys have a little more nerd than me.
Wow.
But yes, anyway, way off track.
Oh,
Very.
That's okay.
We couldn't get into John Delancey.
No, we could not get into John Delancey because the lineup was insanity. And then I missed the Q&A with Eliza Dushku because of our Soska Sisters interview, but honestly, I'm fine with that.
Yes, the man creature did go to that one.
Did he enjoy it?
And he did enjoy it. His entire... I said, so how was it? And he went, damn, she a crazy bitch. And I went, well, the good crazy or the bad crazy? He's like, oh, the good crazy. So yeah, he does love her, and I love a lot of the stuff she's been in, especially Buffy and Dollhouse. I love her in Dollhouse more than Buffy.
I'm Buffy.
Yeah, I loved
her
Buffy,
in Buffy,
but
and I'm sad that I missed that one.
I hate her character in Buffy so much that it kills me. Whereas Echo, which is her character in Dollhouse, is amazing. But yeah, he said she was really funny, and she kept getting up and doing things, and was really into it, and was just being like the best kind of crazy bitch.
You were with me.
Oh,
you were filming.
That's right. Yeah, I wanted to run in and grab some pictures.
I know.
I totally
and then
missed it.
We missed it the whole thing.
Yeah, because we were protesting from the press booth.
Yeah, exactly. For a cause. So hopefully we'll get to interview her one-on-one tomorrow. Yeah. She was on my list, so I'm going to be up their asses tomorrow.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah. I also missed the Q&A with Babylon 5 and Tron dude Bruce Boxleitner. It's been a really long time since I've seen Babylon 5, but
yes, that has been.
It's still worth listening to. So I'm sad that I missed that because that was on Sci-Fi Honey's behalf that I was going to go to that. The Q&A with the Soska Sisters was predictably hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
They had some really nice tips about guerrilla filmmaking in Stanley Park.
And, yes,
and the pros of being a woman in film making is that you can just push up your boobs and pretend to be really confused.
If you're about to get into trouble.
Oh my god, officer! You know what? We're making a movie, but it's just going to take a little bit of time. Is everything okay?
Yeah.
Is this okay?
We're not advocating women to act like airheads do things. It's just if you're going to get in trouble with the law. If you're going to get in trouble,
just I think we have that.
Sometimes it sucks being a woman. Sometimes it sucks being a woman trying to break into more male-dominated industries. So rather than what you can't fix, you feature.
Exactly.
If you use whatever you got, do things well, do your job, make it awesome. But at the same time, use your boobs.
Do what you're comfortable doing as well.
Let's put it that way. We're not advocating anything nefarious.
No, I'm very anti-slut shaming. So if you are so comfortable with the push-up bras and showing asset, fucking do it. Yep, do it. I think that's why I like Miss Risk.
I know. I
she's
love her.
Just so
she just puts it right the fuck out there.
I just love that.
I know. So. I adore her. Some of the best photo shoots I've ever done were painting blood on her naked ass.
It's a lovely naked ass, isn't it?
It is. It is. Yeah, gotta say. Anyway.
Lovely hair, too. That's the thing I'm more jealous of. I'm just like...
The way that poofs in the front.
I know.
I know how much work that takes. I know I probably could make my hair do that if I wanted to, but damn, I don't want to get up in the morning.
She did my hair today, and my arms were getting so tired just putting it into a ponytail. I was just like, ah!
Okay, so tomorrow, that was today. So today, end of today, we are now drinking beer.
Oh, God, yes.
And the ladies are going out to the Fan Expo
the Ghostbusters after party.
Oh, yes, it is the Ghostbusters. Is this one that Rue Morgue is sponsoring, or are they sponsoring the other one?
No, Rue Morgue and sponsor Rue Morgue, Millennium, Ghostbusters. I think Geek Enders has a bit of a finger in that pie.
Probably.
What is the toy store?
Toy Traders?
Yes.
It's just like a
Toy Traders is...
No. I'm saying that they are one of the sponsors.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Toy Traders is fucking amazing.
Yeah, they are currently, if you're one of the first 20 in the door, they're going to give you like a giant swag bag.
What?
Yes, and I'm jealous because that happens right now.
Right now. Yeah.
I'm still hoping that myself and the Man Creature can get tickets because they ran out last year and they didn't have as much pre-sale as they did this year.
Well, you know what? The club that it's at is fucking huge. Yes. So if they say they've sold out, they're full of shit.
We also may or may not know the door girl.
So that makes life easier.
Well, I think she's not 100% if she was working it the last time we dropped by her work to look at swords, which is Millennium. Random little Vancouver plug there because it's an awesome store. And if you want to go buying swords, do it there because we actually saw the Man Creature has a sword from the cosplay we're doing today, which is a fantastic, very high quality, battle ready Ichigo Bonkai, and we saw basically the same sword at the convention today. We saw a couple of them. The best one that we saw was the same price he paid for it, which is like just under $300, and it was a third of the quality. It was crap, and they're decently priced, and they're really nice swords, and the people at Millennium are awesome. So, random little plug in there, because they're also sponsoring the after party. If you're listening, let me in.
So I'm going to random plug for Toy Traders, too. They are in Langley, and they have a beautiful, giant warehouse of a store that's full of toys from every single fandom. They're amazing.
They have an entire aisle.
And their diorama on the top walls blows my fucking mind because it's
I haven't been in there.
Oh my god! It's like the Battle of Hoth, and then it goes into like the Death Star battle, and then it goes into G.I. Joe shit, and then there's a Borg cube hanging from the ceiling that's blowing up, and man, like
imagine how much fun that would be to build.
Oh, and the thing of it is that not the last time we were there, but a couple times ago, they were dismantling it to change out all the figures because the original diorama was done with vintage figures. So we were like standing there just like, honey, are you okay? Yeah, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Oh my god, these are all original figures. Oh my god. How many of these do you have? Okay. It was great. It was great. It was like complete Star Wars green jeans moment.
They have an entire aisle in the con.
Yeah.
An entire aisle to themselves.
Mm-hmm. And they deserve it.
And I will actually be there in the morning because I have to pick up a few things that I saw. Yeah. I did minor shopping, and tomorrow will be major shopping.
All right, well, that leads into tomorrow. So tomorrow we are looking forward to only a few things because tomorrow is kind of a short day because it's Sunday. It's also Easter Sunday. I always forget that it's Easter because, work.
We don't care either.
Exactly. It's just an excuse to eat too much ham.
Ham's so weird here. I
don't like ham.
On the rare times that I've done Easter dinner, I've either done chicken, lamb, or occasionally rabbit because I'm a little bit evil, and I think that roasting the Easter bunny is completely appropriate.
I think it's totally appropriate. Some little chocolate sauce.
Better to eat it than to run over it like I've done. Sorry.
Just throw it in the back of the car and deal with it when you get home.
Oh,
Okay, so tomorrow we are shopping. Those of us who have money, those of us who don't will be crying quietly.
Would be Kaley.
Yeah, so we'll be watching Kaley shop.
I'm getting Portal stuff, and today I got my Star Trek stuff from Radioactive Nerd.
Yes, a beautiful skirt. Super cute. So tomorrow we are all about Bruce Campbell. Yay, Bruce Campbell!
Boomstick Day.
Boomstick Day. So tomorrow Bruce has a Q&A that we will be lined up for first.
Oh God, yes.
So
we will be there.
We will be there.
Time,
front
camped
fucking
out.
row.
Exactly. Plus we're
Energy
media,
drinks in hand.
Yes.
Maybe not the ones that I brought today.
No vodka energy drinks, or maybe that's a good
this
idea.
This morning we woke up and the man creature and I were exhausted, and so we were like, oh, I think there's energy drinks in the fridge. And pulled out a few cans of Rockstar, and then we're drinking it on the way there. And then we get there, and we bust open the last can, and we're like, oh, we bought these at the liquor store. Oh. These are Rockstar vodka. Well, 3 down already. But
that's a nice warm-up for Crypticon.
It makes things a little happier. You don't mind waiting in line and being pressed around by crazy people and being smacked by the guy with the impossibly large cosplay.
That's what I did this morning when we were doing can cleanup from last night. I was like, oh, this is still a full can, and just chugged it. I was like, I'm sure everybody in the con won't mind that I smell like alcoholic pears.
Whatever. So tomorrow we are hitting Artist Alley hard. We are talking to authors and artists and passing out stickers and stuff tomorrow.
I'm really excited about that. Get our writer on and talk to other writers.
Other writerly people.
Which is always
excellent.
fun. I love it. It's one of my favorite bits of cons is, like, I love the panels. I love buying stuff. Who doesn't love shopping? And but I really actually do love sort of getting down to it with other writers and talking about what they do and connecting with other people that do what we do. I think it's so fantastic.
I totally agree. So Q&As that we're going to try to hit tomorrow. Carl Urban has a Q&A, and poor Tom Felton has a Q&A.
Which you like us to be there for moral support. You know?
I know. We'd just be in the back being like, yay!
We
Yay,
should.
Tom!
It may
Poor
be
Tom.
because a lot of the fans are much younger.
Yeah.
They're people who
They're
actually,
Harry Potteries.
it hurts me to say it, grew up with Harry Potter already existing, as opposed to those of us who got, like, drunk in the park reading the most recent one.
Or
I
walking
did that
over the
one
bookstore.
summer, you know, like, bought it on the first day and then went to the park's beautiful sunny day and, like, reading it with our beer.
Yeah, got hammered reading it. Yeah.
So, you know, like, when you're kind of grown up when the movie comes out, like, it doesn't you're old enough not to be like, you didn't show up once, I hate you now.
And all of those evil people flooded to Seattle for the weekend anyways.
Yeah, well, there you go.
They were so angry they went to a different con.
Good. Fuck them.
Let him go.
You guys are going to have to keep me in the back rows at Carl Urban's Q&A, so I don't, like, randomly run up and club him and put in our storage space.
Bring some
Oh my
handouts.
God.
He came out. We were talking to Mr. Robert, and he came, or we weren't up
We
there
were waiting.
yet. We were waiting, and he came out with that tousled hair. I was like,
my
I'm going
God.
to steal him.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, please stop me if I run over and try and club him. Like,
Yes.
I'll bring some handcuffs. I feel like I can restrain myself a little better, so
We'll just do it
cuff
to
you
each
both.
other.
Together behind the chair, you know, I'll put my chair in the middle and cuff just the wrists together behind my back.
I feel like we should take photos.
Yes.
Of that.
Just put, no, it's
That
not
he
yours.
just came out.
Cannot has.
He just came out, and he was kind of rugged.
Kinda.
Yes, he was just like, I have arrived.
I know, and I came too. It was great. Sploosh. Okay.
Yes.
So this has been our Fan Expo experience. We're super stoked for tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to be out in full force in our honey gear.
Not even wearing heels.
Not even wearing heels.
I
And
will have my little heels on.
of course. Because
got my
it's you.
boots.
It's me.
Because it's you.
But yes, we'll have
So
the
yes, we'll
t-shirts.
be-
We'll probably have some buttons on my t-shirt and
Yep, we will be stickering and handing out stickers and stuff to anybody who comes up to us and vaguely
Free
makes eye
hugs.
contact.
Yes, if you even look in the general direction of us, you will get.
You will get a sticker, and they're pretty rad. So everyone wants stickers. Okay, so let's close it out because we've got drinking to do, and you guys have
We have to
fucking
go
dancing to
see.
do.
We have to go see Half Naked Miss Risk.
exactly. And I'm
And there's
jealous.
other.
There is other burlesque performance tonight. I can't remember who is performing tonight.
There's some cosplay contests. So
Yes,
the Man Creature and I, because ours aren't particularly fantastic, are like, we really hope that there's a specific couples one, because there will be very few others that are in matching ones, and we may have a shot. And if we don't win, then we will have a shot. Didum. Drinking.
I like it. Did you guys have any favorite cosplays you saw this weekend?
Oh, Desi Raider. Can't not mention her.
I know.
Like, she was so cute. Little lightning bolt. Yeah, no. She was,
Miss Desi Desire is a good friend of ours and also a super fucking adorable cosplayer.
Fantastic
She's
cosplayer.
going to be there.
Yeah.
What did she say she was wearing?
She hasn't decided on what she's wearing tomorrow.
No, today.
Today, I don't...
At the club.
Oh, I think she's still going to be in her latex.
No, she was like, I want out. I can't remember. Yeah. She's always super cute. What else?
And she was all over the place. She was saying earlier today that there was like 4 photos of her. There's their photo at the Mitmunk booth.
Yes.
Had her modeling. There was photos at a couple other booths.
I think Radioactive Nerd had one up.
Pictures of her everywhere.
Yeah, the one at the Mitmunk booth is actually one that Horror Hubby took, and I did the makeup for.
It's a very small city.
Yeah. It's such a small city, and Wayne at Mitmunk is one of our lovely friends.
There is a cosplay group of 4 adorable girls who do Star Trek, the original series, and it's
the most amazing hair.
Yes. Their wigs are so. I think they're called.
I know.
I think they're called Pengu.
Okay.
Paingu. Pengu.
I didn't know they had a name. But they were fucking adorable.
No, I've seen them before.
I feel like they were the ones that did Sailor Moon yesterday.
No, actually, the Sailor Moon is Charlene is in that one.
Okay.
She was Sailor Pluto. No, that wasn't them.
I had someone say that they saw a group of girls that did Sailor Moon one day and Star Trek the next day. So there may be a separate group of girls doing that same set.
But they did a lovely TNG.
Lovely vintage gorgeous. TNG. I love the fact that the girl was in green. I love that she was in green.
Yes, and can you explain?
You saw me like freaking out in excitement. Because everybody does gold Kirk, and that's just not the right color. He was green, but due to the film, it came out kind of yellow, and even the star science officers is more purple. Mm-hmm. But she wasn't in the she was in a different outfit. Anyways, it was green. I loved it. I flailed.
It's one of those weird things, and they do technically in the Starfleet manual call it Command Gold.
Yeah.
So it's one of those crossovers where they intended it to look gold, but because of the lighting in the film, they had to use a green fabric. Yes. So if you're replicating the actual costumes, you wear green. If you're replicating the look, then you go gold.
But she's in lime green.
We're not nerdy at all.
No, not at all. I love this.
I'm not sitting in a Next Generation skirt or anything. No.
I'm still in most of my cosplay. I'm going party.
I went full on frilly Lolita. That's not very nerdy. That's just a total fashion. But I was poofy and I was happy.
You were poofy and you're cute.
I was happy.
Did you have a favorite cosplay today?
There were so many that I would be really hard pressed to pick one. I love the ones that are really, really huge and fancy and fantastic, but everyone picks them. So I'm going to go for, there were two cosplays that really made me squee and not just be like, oh wow, that's fucking awesome, but like, both of which, and this is really weird for me because I do not like larval humans, but I've discovered I like larval humans in cosplay. Because there was a teeny tiny Iron Man that was like 2 feet tall and being led around by Spider-Man that was actually amazingly intricate, fantastic. Like, it wasn't just a little leotard, it was a full-blown cosplay on this toddler, and I was like, you are gonna grow up so cool. And my kind of cool, not mainstream cool. And then the other one was this teeny...
Nerdy's getting kind of mainstream.
It is now, but yeah. And then by the time he grows up, they'll have got over it. We've got like another 16 years on that one. And then the other one was similar. It was a teeny tiny Princess Leia that was stumbling around like a miniature drunk person. And I'm sure that I will see the grown-up version of that in an hour or so.
Probably.
As I see a drunken adult Leia stumbling in exactly that same way.
Awesome.
What about you?
My favorite one is kind of random because, they were, God love them. There was a Ripley in the yellow death machine from Aliens, and then an alien, and they were cute, and I took their photo.
There was also a Gorn. Did you see the Gorn?
No.
No?
I want to correct something that I said real quick. I said Pengu. The girls are actually Pentsu Patrol. I just looked it up.
You looked
technology. I have a phone. I should have done that before I mentioned Pentsu Patrol.
Okay.
Pentsu. So
Cute.
Pantsu Patrol. They're fucking adorable.
Awesome.
So quiet. Anyways.
So yes, my favorite was the Aliens guys. They were pretty rad. I also saw a Sonic and Tails with their fucking gold rings.
Really?
And I didn't get a photo, but they were so fucking adorable.
Oh, that's fantastic.
They
I
were
didn't see
so
that.
cute. So cute. And they're like little hula hoops with gold rings. I was like,
Oh.
break. Okay, let's wrap everything up.
Yes.
Any last words about Fan Expo?
Get your shit together. I love you to death, Fan Expo. Get your shit together a little bit more. But maybe, it's a new center. So maybe it's just, we'll blame it on that. But, when we got there and they didn't understand how to give us our passes.
Even though we followed all the rules.
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the subject of
love
rules
you.
and things, I'm gonna throw one in here. I know that it's kind of like a family event. However, I want you to start serving alcohol. We were under the impression that you weren't doing it because a lot of people are in cosplay and they're carrying around weapons, and a lot of people are buying weapons. Mm-hmm. And then we discovered at the end of today, after the man creature had been carrying around a 5-foot sword for 2 days, when we finally got a security check on the way and being like, "Sir, is that a real sword?" And he's like, "Yeah." He pulls it out and tests the edge, and he's like, "You can't bring that in there." And we're like, "Well, we have been for the past 2 days." And he's like, "Someone's not doing their job." Yes, you.
Yeah,
do
but
your
you.
security. But yes, so if you're not allowed to bring real weapons in and stuff, you don't have anything that's going to do harm. It's a family event, but so are the tattoo expos, and they always have booze. I want to drink with my nerd. I want to get my drink on and my nerd on at the same time. Fan Expo, fix it.
Hear, hear. All right, ladies, it is that special time where we give our shout-outs and shit. Anybody you want to say special hi-his to before we go? If not, you don't have to.
Well, I think we kind of technically have a new sponsor.
Have we hi-hi'd? Have we hi-hi'd? The Evil Supplies?
We have not said hi-hi to Evil Supply Company yet, but we're going to say hi-hi to Evil Supply Co. because they sent us a bunch of really adorable cards and stickers and
I didn't get anything.
I've got them right over there. Don't worry, you'll get some.
This?
You'll get some. I'll
I
show
can't
you.
twist in a corset.
And some evil merit badges. We love Evil Supply Company. So for all of your nefarious deeds, Evil Supply Company is where you want to go. And you can find them at evilsupplycompany.com. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so anybody else? Anything else?
Well,
I think we've covered everyone that I would shout out that I met today. I think we've already talked about.
Sweet,
So.
I'm stoked. So we will have a follow-up article to this coming in the next few days. So for those of you who are going to listen to this right away, you can follow up with the article. For those of you who are listening to it later, I will have the article linked below this podcast posting. So you can find Honey Radio on Podomatic, on Stitcher, and on Radio Fubar live on Sunday nights at 5 p.m. PST, 8 p.m. EST. You can also find us on the Wicked Radio Network, which we are super, super proud to be a part of because we love those fuckers. Okay, so you can find the Horror Honeys on the Twitters at Horror Honeys, HORRORHONEYS. And you can find our articles, blogs, reviews, videos, everything at www.thehorrorhoneys.com. You can find Rose
on Twitter at RoseMooreWrites. That's RoseMooreWrites.
And
you can find Kaley
on Twitter at Kaley Azuri, which is KaleyAzuri. What? I'm sorry.
You sound confused.
Azuri. Yes. Sorry.
And where else can people find you?
Facebook and
Awesome.
Twitch, all the same name, everywhere. Just Google it, and I'm everywhere.
Awesome.
Yes.
Representing the
I also
horror
have a
honeys.
Tumblr, which is somehow linked to my Twitter, which
Tumblr too?
is
Thanks
this is
for
Rose. I think it's also still Rosemore
It
Writes.
is because I follow
Or
it.
maybe Rosemore Writing. I'm not 100% because it's
Google.
fairly new, and I'm working on adding stuff to it as soon as my baby computer comes back out of the shop.
I know. All right, my dearest ladies, let's say goodbye. So ready? 1, 2, 3. Bye-bye!
I love to take my baby to a movie show so I can try to smooch her while the lights are low. But she won't cuddle to a story of romance. There's only one way I've got a chance. It takes the Batman, Wolfman, Frankenstein or Dracula to put her in the mood